You got me singing. I thought you were singing it, Liz, so I didn't want to
I was
interrupt
singing
you.
it, but I was scared. I was waiting for. Well, I stopped singing anything because I was waiting for you to say, "You got
You
me
got me
singing
singing
in my
in my
head tonight."
head. Yeah, tonight. Ooh, you put that in there. Okay.
I
It
did.
doesn't. It says you got me singing in my head. That's all.
Oh,
But I like that tonight. That was a good little dubbin. A dubbin, as they say.
it was an appropriation.
You got me singing in my head. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to LFM TV, SPTV. Welcome to Liz Ferris's TV YouTube channel. And welcome to our chit chat here today about Sea Org kids and Christmas presents and all that crap.
And all the loveliness.
All the loveliness and the crap.
Yeah. Because who doesn't
Oh.
want crap for presents? Who doesn't want,
Oh my God. Speaking of crap for presents, I should probably pull that image up I sent you, right? That made you laugh really hard.
oh, I was dying.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Share screen. Hold on. If I make this big, will it do that? Yeah, it probably will. Shit. Okay, hold on. Wait, guys, I want you to see this. And hey, look, guys, as you've learned, I've got some pretty dark humor, and Liz too. We're pretty funny, dark and funny.
Yep.
Let's see if I can show you guys this. And this, I don't know why this just triggered, not triggered. It just made me laugh, and in dark laughing humor way. Okay, present, share screen. Okay, this. Here we go, guys. This one's for you. Can you guys see that? Can we get some comments in the comments?
Yeah. Comment away. Comment away, because this was our childhood.
Yeah. Let's zoom in on this a little bit just to what's going on here, guys. Does this look familiar to anybody? Does this seem like a normal Christmas party?
Right? Doesn't it feel like an amazing present to get, like a book of Dianetics? Like,
So how many? Okay, so we're talking about we're talking about Christmas presents. First of all, I mean, my childhood in the Cadet Org was obviously different than yours, Liz, but there's also very similar, obviously, in terms of control and what you get and the idea of what a present is, et cetera, et cetera. Not even talking about the fact that Christmas is not a Scientology religious belief at all.
no.
Like their belief system, whether it's non-religious or not, it has nothing to do with Christmas or Christ or any of that, of celebration of Jesus in any shape or form. So they still use the outside world rituals or things to look like they're a religion, or B, they're really caring for people during the holidays. So we're going to really present ourselves as like this, loving group / religion / way of life. And so way of life is literally like, what are the presents you're asking for Christmas? And for us, it's already weird. Was this not a thing for you when you had like out exchange? Like, oh, I have to get my mom a present, or that's out exchange, or
Yeah.
I have to get certain people presents, but it wasn't like really gifts. It wasn't about gifts. Like, to be able to get and receive gifts was very manipulative in
Yeah.
Scientology. What you got, what you didn't. And so many times my mother, especially when I was leaving the Sea Org and all that, when Christmas and stuff would come around, or my birthday, she gave me the ethics book. She wrapped the ethics book and an old picture frame of my great grandmother with the ethics book.
Yeah,
that was a birthday that was like a Christmas present for me.
Yeah. I was kind of teetering in two different worlds at that point. Like, I had the Scientology, but I'd had 2 Christmases with my mom's family. And so I got to know what it was like to open up gifts. Because that first time I opened up a gift, it was like, these are mine. Like, I don't have to share them with anybody at the Cadet Org. Like,
Mhm.
like I
What
don't.
were
Go ahead.
No, what were the gifts?
So it would be like, 1 year I got a walking doll. Well, it didn't really walk, but you could walk the doll and hold its hand like it was your best friend. Let me tell you, that doll was like amazing. I'm like, you're my buddy.
Was it big? Like
Yeah,
tall?
it was
Oh, wow.
tall. I thought it was
Wow,
like the
that's really
coolest thing
creepy.
ever.
Wait, how old
Yeah,
were you?
I want to say 4.
Oh, wow. So almost like your friend.
Yeah, it was like a friend that did
That's
not judge or tell me to get my TRs in.
And
But
so and not only that, like presents, receiving presents, wasn't that like so you're 4 years old, so I was like, you're not in the Sea Org yet.
no, but I was living at PAC. My mom just happened to send me up for Christmas.
Okay.
So then,
Send
but
you up,
here's
meaning
like send him
send
up to my grandma's house. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, but here's the crappy part. Right after I got those presents, I felt so out exchange, like I was going to have to write up overts and withholds. I mowed her lawn. She had one of those push mowers, mowed her lawn.
Ugh. So you got your exchange in
Yeah.
because you were doing something
Yeah.
ethical
Cause I
and
had just got
loving.
I
So
just got a whole
loving
bunch of presents.
Oh my gosh. That's because, yeah. And I always felt like even when I got an LOA, which is a leaving of absence, which is basically when you get permission to go off for a few days and do whatever you have to do, mainly to keep family PR in with Scientology and the Sea Org and all of that. Um, Otherwise, family members that are non-Scientologists or have nothing to do with it start questioning it in a wrong way, or
Yeah.
actually the right way, but not a good way for Scientology. So they'll sometimes allow these times. And so I do remember getting gifts and presents from my grandmother. She was very like, every year we always got presents. So like even they would send the presents, even they were cute things like pajama sets or things that would just, I guess, that grandmas would just get um when they're whatever. And my grandma also painted things, so she would make things. There would be like, even the presents would be painted with like her art and everything. She was very loving and very creative. But those presents then would be sent to the gold base. Let me re-say that. They would be sent to Hollywood, the HI building or
Yep.
the HGB. And then those presents would be they were all in a box for my mother, right? So then those presents would be put on a bus run that's twice a day from the HGB to the gold base. And then the security guards and everybody would open it all up and make sure there was nothing negative, like nothing N theta or interbulating. These are just words they call it. But anything basically that distracts the person receiving these presents from their job, their post, what they're supposed to be doing in the Sea Org. And then if they read the letters. So if there's anything negative in a letter, or I miss you and I'm starting to, anything negative either needs to be removed or they're not shown, or
You just don't get it.
you just don't get it, or it's kind of canceled. Like, hey, it looks like they're keeping an eye on how the aunt or the cousins are talking or what their uncles are, you know what I mean? Like they're keeping an eye, they're hearing for your negative energy toward Scientology. So if that comes up at all, then you're going to just be cut off.
Yep. And any letter coming in or package or anything from that person is immediately thrown away.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or like, that's why I was like, how I thought it would be tough to get Bob Ferris, even the package that you went and delivered there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's why, as weird as it sounds, I literally, the words out of my mouth were, there's nothing in theta in this
in the
box.
box.
It's literally just bare necessities and things for my dad for his birthday. There is nothing in theta in the box.
There's not only theta. There's only theta potato stuff in there.
Yep.
Oh my God. Like, would this be acceptable if you put in the box for your dad?
Probably not.
Because it would be
Honestly.
joking and degrading.
Yeah, it'd be, turning it into a joke. And then all of a sudden, well, my name's already flagged. So let's be real. I do want to hit this one real quick because they're reds. Thank you, people. Oh, I didn't even pop it. Oh, I can't pop it up.
I just did
Oh,
that.
you did. Oh man, I thought I
Is
got
this the one you were
seals.
putting? Is this the one you were talking about?
Yeah, seal,
Oh,
Bill. Merry Christmas to these brave, spectacular persons. Free Bob Ferris and Phil Anderson.
yes, I love that.
Yeah, I saw
Thank
your dad's name.
you. That's very sweet. Free zone bone phone. That's funny. Thank you so much for that. And I heard somebody, or I heard with my eyeballs, I heard somebody in our big chat here. Somebody said, I would love an SPTV shirt right here, right? But you couldn't afford it. Who said that? Where is that? Please, somebody. Hello, somebody. Oh, here.
Hello.
Summer Savage. I need an SPTV shirt, but I cannot afford to get one yet. Well, these SPTV shirts are very specific that I've made for the channel holders, but I do have the Lara FM ones. That's basically just like it just has Lara FM in the S and the P. So you know it came from me. I would love to. Did I not put that up? Oh, Summer Savage, send me a text message either on the if you have a phone, I'm assuming you do, right? Either on the SPTV hotline, send me a text message with your address and stuff like that. And then I will send you a Lara FM t-shirt. And that's not for just anybody. Nobody can just be like, oh, I want one too. I just
Yeah, I was
haven't
wondering, is
that.
it going to be like, I want one, I want
No,
one, I want
no,
one?
no.
Let's go through the chat. It's like,
No, I just felt like that I was going to do a Christmas giveaway and that will be it. I would like to do that. And it's nice that somebody can just say, "Hey, I can't afford it, but I would love that." Like I feel like we should not have any judgment on people's finances or lifestyle or whatever the heck, you know. So there you go, honey. You message me and I'll send you that. Also, another thing is I had this whole email and somebody sent me this thing about wanting one of the tie-dye SPTV Lara FM shirt. So I don't know where the email is. I literally have your shirt and I want to send it to you and I don't have your address. And I know you sent it to me somewhere and I was trying to find your email for the address yesterday for so long and I gave up. So I love you and I'm sorry. But if you know who I'm talking about, because you already sent me an email and everything. So just send me an email again. Thank you. Love you.
absolutely.
Uh,
Because, realistically, the amount of emails, it sometimes is a little hard to keep track of.
It is a lot. And also thank you all for sending me messages and emails. I do read them. I do a quick like, oh my God, that's so quick. But that's it. Sometimes I don't even have time to write back, but I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
I also wanted to add on this note because she said I really need me a SPTV shirt or a sweatshirt. I do have sweatshirts also available, Goldenrod SPTV sweatshirts through my website, guys. Go to lara.fm and go to the Polaroid that has the fist in the Lara FM and it says more merch and just click on that and then click on the little column that says Lara FM SPTV merch and you click in there and you'll see there's a whole bunch of fun new things. So you can order everything on there if you guys want. And that's my secret little store for now. And also, I do know that the way to order on there is, I think, only PayPal. So if there's people out there that want to pay for the merch but don't have a PayPal, you can just email me directly with the Venmo or whatever the way you want to PayPal me. You can do that. I mean, any way you want to send me the money, whether it's Zelle or whatever, you can do that normally and just put in what it's for and what item, your size, and all that. So then I can do the order on my end and just do it for you. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm like expecting everybody in the chat. Okay, like to say it out loud. Okay, we get it. Oh, okay. So yeah, speaking of fun gifts and presents, these are actual real fun gifts and presents and not ethics book or the Dianetics book.
Okay. Yeah. Or Baby's First Dictionary.
Okay, tell everybody about that.
So Baby's First Dictionary, I was so excited because I got a big box. Like it was probably, to me as a kid, it was like almost like 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet. Like I thought it was going to be like the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And then all of a sudden I open the box and I'm searching and there's a book. And so I keep looking, something to play with, some kind of toy.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's just this big blue book and it says Baby's First Dictionary and it's pictures and their derivation and all the, different ways to explain every other word. And my mom was like, and if you're lucky, we're going to go to maybe second dictionary and third. Oh, we'll get you the whole set. And I'm like,
So was this a Scientology thing? Or, I mean, it seems, I mean, not to be weird, but I feel like it would be kind of cool to have like somebody, I mean, my mother caring enough to like, which is so fucked up because I think she did in her own way. Excuse me, trying to get my marijuana medicine under control.
just clear out that lung.
Did I leave my phone on?
Yeah, that's your phone. That's not mine.
Oh, thank you. The sweetheart just texted the Lara FM hotline. Duh. Okay, so what I was saying is that even my own mother would do things in her way. Like, you know, getting me the ethics book is fucked up, but also like if you really are into that and you're really into this whole brainwash manipulative cult, then it's kind of like you're giving like one of the best gifts to your loved one, right? So it also feels like you can't even receive the gift wrong. Like, even if you are given this gift out of love and out of manipulation, even if you don't like it, or you're like, you know, it's not okay to be rejecting a Scientology book as a gift, or auditing, or having your mother pay a freeloader bill for you or your brother. Like, no, that is not a gift. God, I just got so charged up right now.
That's okay, because you know what? It's not a gift. And you have every right to feel valid, because you know what? That dictionary, the next birthday, I got the way to happiness.
So, well, now you can look up the words. Oh, I was going to say it was like a leading. Yeah, it was like a constant leading to like what your next gifts are going to be, or what she expects you to do in the future. Like, hey, make sure you're clearing up all your misunderstood words. Look, we have dictionaries, so you have no excuses. Yep. It's still a gift from the mentality of a Scientologist, like a Sea Org dedicated, I'm clearing the planet and you're not a child. You're going to learn how to do this quick.
Yep.
And okay, so you get all the mini dictionary books.
Yep. And then
this is not funny.
Then I got the way to happiness.
The anger turns from anger to immediate laughter, which is kind of hysteria and psychosis to a little bit. Like when, you know, you're kind of just like something can make you so mad so quickly. But as we've gotten our outside perspectives and therapy and stuff, we end up laughing about it because it's so bad that I would rather be laughing and smiling, being free out here talking about it, than still having that pent up fucking anger and resentment. But damn, it's still there here and there. And I'm like, who would do that?
Like, who would give 12 hours of auditing for Christmas?
On the first day of Christmas. Wait, oh my God, I forgot about that. So the Sea Org members, when we would go sing Christmas carols at the fucking Gold Base, you know, the Int Ranch Sea Org cadets, we would go sing Christmas carols there. And there was Sea Org Christmas songs, and we would change Christmas songs into Sea Org. That's another thing. Like, they'll take Christmas, but make it Sea Org. Like,
yes, they will.
Like putting the, you know, the Sea Org Scientology cross on top on the Christmas tree, or, you know, like they're just, and it's like, why are you doing that? Why would Scientology why is their interest to take another religion's view and stuff if that has nothing to do with Scientology? Like, not even in policy letters are there anything to do with Christmas and how to celebrate Christmas.
Nope, but they sure put that. They still have the Christmas tree, and we did recently see, because of the guy that you were on live with, the Streets of LA guy.
Streets LA, yeah.
They have Christmas trees like at a lot of the sites, and I mean, they have the topper still.
Yeah. And well, specifically, I was there last night. I saw you on Streets LA Live last night. Had to come check out on your live. Hi there, unholy dude. I like that.
I like it too. We're all a little unholy.
Yeah, they have the whole Winter Wonderland Oh, I shut that place down last night. That's so amazing. I love that I can do that. The power to be able to have an SP to go to an organization on Hollywood Boulevard and shut them down just because I spoke freaking 3 minutes of facts to the Sea Org members in there. They were not hearing. They were not supposed to be hearing what I was saying. And that's how quickly they shut that all down. But they shut down Winter Wonderland. Why? Scientology has nothing to do with Winter Wonderland.
Yep.
Right? In an outside perspective, right? That's like, there's like, even if Scientology was really just putting this together as their community once a year thing that they do to give back to the community.
Yeah,
why are you shutting down Winter Wonderland if you're shutting down your organization because an SP shows up? Why? What does Winter Wonderland have anything to do with Scientology? Why are you shutting Winter Wonderland
Maybe they were
down?
shutting them down because they were scared that you would wake up more Sea Org members.
That's 100%. No, but I'm saying, what does Winter Wonderland have to do with closing the organization down?
No idea.
Because it's owned and the whole thing is built by Sea Org members, by Scientology. Yeah.
They're literally like,
I guess I'm not really asking you to, I want people listening and watching to understand that Winter Wonderland and that whole display every year on Hollywood Boulevard that is made and created to look like a public, occasion that happens. It's Christmas and anybody can come. It's open to the public. Like,
yeah, and they'll 'tis the season to get money out of their wallet.
I like that. 'Tis the season. They will 'tis that season.
Yeah, they'll 'tis it till it's gone.
Till it's gone. But so what I'm saying is that whole thing is built only, solely, and I'm not kidding when I say this, solely, only to pull in new possible Scientologists who then will become Sea Org members like those robotic human beings. It's hard to call them human beings, but those people that are on Hollywood Boulevard and in these Sea Org freaking organizations. There is no loving, empathetic connection between Scientology and Christmas or any holidays that's for that matter. No. From in the outside world, in the outside perspective, like on this planet, in this real world, there are no actual loving, meaningful, spiritual, religious connections between Scientology and Christmas at all.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, they give no two shits. But right now it's like a bait and switch. No, not a bait and switch. It's like they keep throwing the line out, and for that, everybody, it's Christmas. They're throwing the line of Christmas so that you'll come take a picture. But really, what they're trying to do is just reel your ass in because they want your credit cards. Reel your ass in because they want your kids.
They want your life. They want your energy. They want your time, your money, they want to, how is an abuser going to abuse somebody if they don't have a body to abuse?
True.
If they don't have a human to abuse? I mean, they can abuse other things. But what I'm saying is, like, if an abuser, if you're not there to be abused, the abuser cannot abuse you,
Correct. You okay?
Yeah, I was just thinking the predatory factor of Scientology, how predator they are, just like imagine literally like an alien predator coming out of that building, just like, hey, you want to come in here? It's just it's just like taking people and saying, do you want an OCA test? Do you want to take a free personality test? And that gets people. When you say, when you talk about people's ego and their personality and their life, they're interested. People are very interested in how can I change, even if they're egotistical, how can I have a good life? How can I have a better life? Want to take a personality test? Oh, I want to see what my personality like. It's interesting to people are attracted to the idea of personality test. Who wouldn't want to take a personality test? Tell me what my personality is just by a test. That would be interesting, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds interesting. And then you have people like Streets LA and the people out there that are like, nope, it's a cult. Do not do it. They're going to suck you in. They're going to get your information. But the whole thing is they're doing this during times of Christmas where they're like, oh, there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of traffic, a lot of foot traffic on Hollywood Boulevard for Christmas holidays. Yet they do not celebrate gifts or any of that at all. And if they do, it's not in a believing religious way. It's, I'm giving you a gift because it's in exchange, or it's an uptone thing to do.
Yeah. But we always did have to pitch in for Dave Pettit.
Dave Pettit?
Yeah, he's the captain of Celebrity Center. For some reason, like, even if they don't celebrate Christmas, but we always had to pitch in for a present for them.
Oh, pitch in for, I thought you said
Yeah.
pitch in for the president. And I was like, pitch in what?
Yeah, you're pitching in your huge amount of pay. That's huge. And you better give up at least a 5 to 10. Don't be handing nobody no $2. They're watching you.
Yeah. Stop screen. Sorry, I was still sharing my screen. I wanted you to explain to people what is this like. So why do certain executives, in your view, I mean, because I have my own, but they're probably the same. Why do certain executives get gifts so this is the thing for you guys watching, for you on the streets. If you want to go talk to the Sea Org members, you can let them know you have this information now. Why do certain Sea Org executive members get gifts, and the lower organization people have to pay out of their $47 or minimum if they're getting paid? They have to pitch in. They have to donate to their superiors, their executives, to get them presents or to get them gifts on the holiday, Christmas or whatever it is, or their birthday. And it's not like an ask. It's, hey, it's Angie Blank. It's Mr. the female chick. It's Mr. Blankenship's birthday, COCMOCW. So we all need to pitch in. It's just, we need to pitch in, or pitch in. It's not like, and it's so weird, the mindset of, that's where, this is what I mean about gifts and Christmas and the Sea Org. Gifts are more like an exchange thing. And if it is a loving thing, it's because your brother is in the Sea Org or your dad's in the Sea Org. So you're trying to give them something loving and sweet. But the gift, and then the dad's like, oh, I didn't get you anything, I feel bad. It's a natural thing for us to go, oh, and maybe people do this in the outside world, but a gift is a gift. A gift is an unconditional thing. We're so used to this, like, well, I've given you so many gifts and now you're being rude to me. I'm not your friend anymore. What?
Yeah.
That's gross. That's gross. That's old Scientology behavior of like, mom and fucking daddy aren't going to be happy with you if you don't fucking like their stupid ethics book as a gift as a help. Like, no, you just showed me the worst gift in the world. You just showed me you totally don't get me at all.
Yeah.
Even if it's out of love, even if it's out of what they feel, I'm just saying this gift wasn't about me. This gift was for you guys. So that's the thing so I just went on an angry rant. But what was your perspective of the having to give money? I mean, were there some execs that you wanted to give money to?
Yes, there was. The LRH Celebrity Center. I think her name was Tiffany. Can't remember, but she was super nice to me, at least until I got put on decks. But she had always been very kind to me. And so I didn't mind giving up like $5, $10 for her birthday. And then all of a sudden it was like CC Network. And then it was Dave Pettit. And every time I met Dave Pettit, he was just a dick. Like,
what would he do?
You're not a very nice man. They were, a lot of times Dave would be on the, God, people just need to be in better shape. Like, I don't care if you look like you're in shape. You don't meet the requirements. You're not in shape. Like, I could have a full V 6-pack, nothing. Like, it wouldn't matter. Like, they wanted you to look a certain way. So they constantly did the whole fat comments. And
also people call people with big boobs fat. Yep. They're just really fucking immature men and human beings all around us. We were being raised to be immature. We were being forced to be lesser than we were able to be grown, to grow out of. We were being forced to be lesser than the capability that we had, which was already being pushed so far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're constantly being pushed, already being controlled, but then forced to like not be aware of real out ethics, being forced to be glib over real legal issues. Why are there children in the same dorm rooms you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there'd
why
be
are
16, like 14, 15, 16-year-olds in the same room with like a 50, 58, 59.
all of that? And even kids in ranch, it was like any adult was allowed to just go in anytime to any of the dorms. I mean, even the fact that another adult or adults were spanking me is insane to me. Now that
Yeah.
I'm out here in this outside world and I see other people with their children and I have friends with children, I'm just like, how the fuck are you giving me a fucking ethics book for the goddamn millionth time, and I am out of the Sea Org and I'm in this outside world, and you're going to give me an ethics book with my great-great-great-grandmother's picture? That is so weird and so confusing as a family bloodline. Like, as a weird, I don't know. Woo. Okay, I better go get some therapy on this.
I think that's what we are getting.
I'm like, something's coming up, and it ain't Rodney.
I'm so glad he popped in.
Hey, he just wanted to say hi to everybody.
Everybody jiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
I gotta stand up and get in here real quick. Whoop, whoop. Anywho, in case all y'all in the chat haven't seen Mr. Rodney, we did a big revealing celebration of Rodney yesterday. So if you missed it, go back to the previous episode.
Absolutely. The great Rod.
If you need
Rod has entered the house.
If you need a little ridiculously good laugh. That was a good one, right?
That is a very good one. I was thinking more, he's a shaft above the rest.
Ooh, that's a good one. Sharon said, hilarious. That picture of the child is so fitting. So hilarious. Definitely not the right word I'm looking for. Exactly. That's how I felt. Dry, dark humor.
And when she sent me that picture, the first thing I responded was, that is a thumbnail. Like right there, because that is our childhood.
If you guys look at the thumbnail, I put that picture as the thumbnail. Scientologists are obsessed with exchange. Do you say anon, Liz?
Anon?
I know, but now that it's Aaron, I'm always like anon. I don't know why instead of anon or anonymous or anon, I go anon, like I'm about to say Aaron. So now I go anon. Anyways,
all right.
Anonymous says, so just Scientologists are obsessed with exchange.
Yeah.
It keeps the mentality, it keeps that control mentality, that hypnotic, keep you in that same institutionalized, committed state.
Yeah.
You don't even realize what is going on with the rest of the world because you are so focused in your head, keeping control, keeping your own ethics up, like doing, putting the abuse back on yourself. So, somebody said it the other day, and somebody sent me this video with the most and some, you guys can all find it, I'm sure. And probably some of you know what I'm talking about, but unparenting. Like, people take that offensively, but really we have to unparent ourselves. Our parents taught us a behavior or we have to unlearn we have to unparent. It's so good to unparent. We have to be our own parents now. I have to be the mother and the father that I have to learn what that is though, because the mother and the father did not parent me. So,
correct. And it's definitely not June Cleaver, just so everybody knows.
What's that?
It's definitely not June Cleaver.
What's June Cleaver?
From Leave It to Beaver. Because she was supposedly the perfect mom. She always had dinner on the table. She was always giving love.
See?
She was always like,
that just went right over my head.
I had, how hard that was to come to grips with, like real moms aren't like her. And because I chose someone that was the polar opposite of what my mom was. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, for for being a parent, you have to meet in the middle, like go nowhere near what you had, but stay closer to the June Cleaver side, and you still mess up.
Guys, I've never heard of these, but I feel like I missed out on a lot of this for sure. Because there are a lot of things that I'm like, no. And people assume, remember in the 90s, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, there's no, first of all, there's no remembering. What image are you talking about that we both share? Remember what? Like a lot of people say, remember, you know, the TV, blah, 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 this show and I'm like, remember? No. What do you mean?
No, we didn't have
how are you assuming that I should already have a picture of an experience in my mind?
That's true, because I still remember the first time I saw my first TV. I was like,
did you see it in a dorm room?
No, so they had the TV at AOLA. Like, so right when you first walked in, it was right to the right. Like LRH's office was on the left, and then the TV was there. And so my mom used to say, it only plays good movies. No, it only plays recruitment videos, first of all. And then the first time that we had actually gotten one, because my Nana sent me a TV and VCR when I was like 8, I was 7 or 8, and she sent me one. It was a big no-no that my mom and I had it. But the first time I turned it on, I was like, it plays more than stupid movies. I really thought that was the only channel that was on. Like, those were the type of movies that were made.
That's crazy.
As he's rushing down the street, he found. Sorry. Don't you remember that? There was a commercial that they did for the orgs where the guy was like running, and he's like running from his addiction, and then he just, here comes the Dynetics word, and he busts through it, and he's like, this is where I'm meant to be.
I did not see that.
Yeah, remember, I'm a little older than you.
Yeah, that I will remember.
Yeah, so a lot of the things that I got to see, you know, now I can look back and laugh at it, and then, but today, like, no, that shit hooked me. I was like, of course, we're going to save the world. We're going to do it.
Guys, I say, hi, Super Pup. We love you always and forever. Do you have the Lara FM SPTV shirts to sell? Yes, they are on the website. And I just explained that earlier. If there's any issues, you guys can always email me. No problem, Mito. Just email me and just say merch question in the thing. So I definitely read it in the thing, because then I'll be like, oh, that's easy. I can send that off or whatever it is. My printing people are amazing. And then I have ways to get things out to you guys as well. All I want for Christmas is Lara's Golden Rodney. You know, Marilyn is working on more. She's already, I think she said she was done with Rodney too.
Nice. So, I'm almost done with her scarf. It's literally like, it's been like so fun at the same time. It's like, oh, used for Marilyn. Like, it tears me up. I'm like,
it does. And you know what? I know we laugh a lot already, and it's never going to stop, but it melts my heart, honestly, that like she put all her handwork and all of her handwork into this.
It looks hard.
Like her DNA is up on this, bro. Marilyn, I found some DNA on Mr. Rodney.
She's gonna go back and watch this and be like, yeah.
She's like, that's my DNA.
I had to send you something,
guys, if you have any questions or comments that you want me to pull up, for sure, just put like comment so I see it, or question in caps, you know, in big letters, so it's easy for me to scroll, because I love popping in through the chats and bringing, and I also read some. So some I'm reading. I mean, I read most of them. This is funny. Don't you have to reach OT3 to learn about other religions being implanted engrams or what the fuck ever? Yes. This, DS, this is a very good question. So this is why it's hard for, like, imagine, so the people that are in the organization are going, oh, those people yelling the OT materials at me or whatever, oh, they're crazy. And then the people outside are going, those people in there are crazy,
Yep. Like,
you know? And so yes, somebody at the door saying like, oh, shutting the door or whatever is going, they're crazy because they've never actually done OT3. And by the time you've paid enough money and you've done your manipulative skills to be able to receive this bullshit data, you've already paid too much, invested too much. You've been like, literally when you get approved for OT3, it's based on the idea that you're already really believing and really into all of Scientology's things. Although I do know some people who have said that when they went up to OT3, like they were like, okay, Scientology's like great, they were following through. Then when they read the OT wall of fire information, they just were like, is this a fucking joke? Yeah.
yeah, because we weren't told a lot of that. Like, I know as a kid, I didn't know
Yeah.
anything. I mean, I'd seen the protest and some of the signs, but I never for an instant knew that there was like a Xenu, like
Yeah.
R2D2. We're going to follow the leader. No. Like the first time I was
No,
told about that, I
never.
was like,
So, but did you know, and did you feel like when you were ever in Scientology that you kind of like, what did you think the OT levels were if they weren't Xenu and all this? You know what I mean? Like, what did you feel like? Did you really? I know how I felt. I'm more interviewing, I guess, style. I'm saying, like, what did you feel? What do you remember how you felt about the OT levels or what
yeah,
you
it was a
thought,
great achievement. Like to
like
be on the bridge.
OT3?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to go clear. I can't wait to do my OT levels. Oh, I'm going to become like, I'm going to be able to heal myself. Like I really hook, line, and sinker fell for that big snake oil. And it also didn't help that my mom was sitting here like, that's right. That's right. And the only approval that I got from her was accepting Scientology. I had to accept Scientology. Otherwise, it was bad for me. It was
right. Just like the
life
gifts. You have
sucked.
to accept the gift. You have to
Yeah.
accept this book. You have to
The
accept.
auditing, and you're going to go there and do everything you can to be a good kid.
Yeah.
Do the clay demos, do all this, do the. Oh, mom, I learned how to make this clay demo.
Okay, now what did you think about it when somebody was really messed up, like was abusive or angry or mood swingy and they were like OT8s or something?
No,
Or they
well,
were
my mom,
OT4s and you're like, how are you OT4 if you just did that?
right? My mom's clear. So I always thought, well, clear,
Cleared of crap.
cleared of doo-doo.
Yeah.
But I always thought if I could get to 1 or 2, then I could heal my scars. And the reason that my mom does it is because she hasn't finished like OT1. She just needs to get onto OT1 and then she'll stop. But for a long time, I thought this is how life is supposed to be. You're supposed to have broken bones. I know that sounds funny now that I'm out, but I thought every serial kid was going through that. I thought we all were. We were going through it together.
Yeah, that's so crazy. And so basically being in the Sea Org Scientologist, you're you're manipulated so much that you're basically forced to be in any situation, whether it's abusive, sexual, human trafficking. You say where and I jump. You say that, whatever that is. It's like no matter, you have no thought process. Everything is, what the next step is. You know what the policy is. You know what the next lower condition is. You know what to do. And you know what to not do. You know what to not ask. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, don't like, I still remember the first time I asked my mom, how do you know when you're clear? And she was like, oh, that is unacceptable. Don't ever do that. You do not talk to people about that. That is a state of clear. That is something you obtain. That is your personal win. And so I'd be like,
yeah,
I'm so sorry.
exactly. Yeah. Just to remind people, one of DV survivor Johnny Depp's randos says, hi, Lara and Liz. Hi, Lara's mom. If you want to blow your OSA captivity, the Aftermath Foundation will help you. And Lara's dad, Phil Anderson, restart your new lives. Free of David's physical and mental attacks, and free of L. Ron Hubbard's policies and technology. You can do whatever the heck you guys want, but there are people out here that will help you.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you got 2 kids that care. How about that?
Yeah. It's officially Christmas Day here in the UK, so ho, 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 hooray, hey, hey. Just kidding. Sending festive love from the future. Thank you, and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy Christmas, Alex.
It's yes. You lot. Well, oh, Merry Christmas, you lot. Sending you lots of love. Thank you for being the best support network and chosen family I could ask for. Aw, that's sweet. Merry Christmas, everybody, in whatever form that means to you. I just mean I send you love and light and peace and healing and whatever you're going through and enjoyment, you know?
Absolutely. You like that little comment I made for you? I had to put it up there for a Merry Christmas for you.
I was looking at the earlier. Wow, you guys are just commenting way too fast. I can't even. I thought I was catching up. Nope. Where?
Look at your start items.
Oh, my bad. My bad. That's very sweet, Liz. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Liz Ferris just sent a live chat, everybody. I don't know if you know Liz Ferris.
Pulled my phone out and I'm like, you know what? Merry Christmas to you and your fur babies.
Thank you. That's very sweet. Isn't that
Tis
sweet?
the season. Tis the season.
Now, I don't want to be out exchange. I'm probably going to have to send you a...
That's not it. We're not in the Sea Org anymore. We're not in the Sea Org anymore. That's not how it works.
That was a funny one. Good. Thank you, Liz. That's very cute. Good job for you being funny and sweet.
Nope.
As
I realized go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just reading. Yeah, go. You realized
I realized today I have the fur baby, the Poochie fur babies, the kitty fur babies, and I'm like, oh yeah, us and the fur babies, and I'm like, oh, now I got to add the lizards, the fur babies and the beardeds. We're gonna have to add that to a Christmas card if we ever do Christmas cards.
You're gonna have to do like a little tree with all of the faces of your little individual animals. Oh, yeah. That would be cute. Comment cleared of Scientology. Oh, which one? Sorry. Oh, Granny. Hi, Granny G. As a mom and granny, I can't begin to imagine how your parents could treat you both that way. Sending love and hugs. Yeah, it's very it's
now that we're out, it seems so super strange, but when we were in, that was every day. Like that, it didn't change. Like I knew as a kid how bad I was. Like if I'm pissed off my mom, how bad I was going to get it from how her heels were hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Because there was no cell phones back then. And yes, people did come to our house, you know, and our birthing to be like, LRH calm, you know.
Sorry, it's not funny.
It's funny. Now I look at it. Like she didn't even have a name. She LRH calm. LRH calm.
Yeah. Elsie.
Yep.
Where's the Elsie? Have you seen the Elsie?
Yeah. Where's the Elsie?
Sir, do you know where the Elsie is?
Yeah.
And the sir we're referring to is another lady. Sir, did you see the Elsie?
Mm-hmm. And if you don't use the word sir, if you don't use the word sir, you just might as well just walk right down to ethics because you're going to be in lower conditions.
You might as well walk yourself on your own ethics. Your own ethics. Get your own ethics in and walk yourself to ethics on your own.
Yep. Because you knew that's where you were going.
Oh, yeah. What literally makes me crazy is the world nowadays. Nobody gives a you know what, who you sleep with, what sex you are, what color you are, what religion you are, if you are not religious at all. I didn't get that, D. Jennings. What literally makes me crazy is the world nowadays. Nobody gives a hoot about. Oh yeah, like nobody gives a hoot about that. Right.
And we were taught that, you know, it matters.
Oh,
like, being gay
We were taught ego and narcissism. Like, that's the truth, guys. Like, and so flushing that all off and then being naked with like, what are we? It's kind of like we were so used to something always being wrong with us, or if something happened around us, that it was our fault. Like,
Yeah.
so we're even nowadays, something will happen and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I do that? Or they're like, no, I
Yeah.
literally bumped
Or your
my
parent
own
gets sick.
self. Yeah. Or any of that. Yeah. Or if my animals get sick or something, I'm like, what did I do that's not responsible? No. Like my friend Suzanne, who's like a momish to me, she's like, no, honey, animals get sick. And I was like, okay, they're not gonna die.
Right.
But yeah,
You know,
so
but
they teach you ego as like your support system. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just being like, Scientology teaches that. Like they
cut me off
teach
as much as you want. I love it.
cut.
I love it when you go into train of thoughts because
Mm.
it's like when you go in your train of thoughts and you're going, you just get so passionate about it. And that to me is like something that there's times that I can do that, but I'm so jealous that you can do it like as often as you do. So if anybody has a problem with her interrupting me, kiss my ass.
I love that. Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah, because realistically, we've been through hell and high water, and emotions is not that easy to show.
Yeah. No. And that's why mine are off the fucking charts. And they're, you know what? Probably ain't gonna calm down, and if it does, great. Like, it's gonna be even I was gonna be like, sweeter. I'm gonna be sweeter. I'm gonna be sexier. No, I'm still me. I am all that. We're finally sharing our emotions.
Yes.
Anywho, Mario Feathers, if I were to buy an e-meter, does the box say batteries not included? Well, first of all, Mario, you wouldn't be able to just buy an e-meter. There's no way, unless you get it like from somebody online and stuff. Like,
Now I'm curious. I want to see
like,
if it's on eBay.
yeah, you cannot buy them. And I mean, you can try to, but you would have to go in a weird way. Like if maybe there's one on Craigslist or something. Also,
Oh my God, they're for sale on eBay.
no, but don't put your money on that.
Yeah,
It's
no,
literally
don't do
like
that.
kids have made these things. These were made by horrible people, like, or by good people with horrible intent because they just were being blindsided about what is a lie and that this thing is going to like help you get your freedom. You need this machine to go free. Anyways, but it would be funny just to just to be like, wow, I just had a really good idea. I mean, can we just be like sitting at like, the coffee shop somewhere and just kind of, hey, you want to just have the meter sitting there and just let people play with it?
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of
Just
cool.
to lower because Scientology would not like that. David Miscavige wouldn't, there's no way they wouldn't, but also that's the thing. It's like they purposely are not, they don't make things accessible. They don't make things, and when they are, you get attacked like you're a squirrel. You're altering the technology. You must use that e-meter once you buy it for $3,000. You must use it only in the organization under the care of a supervisor, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's all ooga booga bullshit because they don't want you to realize this is all bullshit.
Yeah,
But there
they
you
don't
go.
want you to know that you're holding the cans and that motherfucking needle is just going off your sweat and everything else.
Yeah. We wish you both love.
I love her hair.
Mandy, Miggy, I wish you very much love and peace, and I hope you're feeling okay. People were asking about you, like, hey, where's your mod Mandy? And I said they are figuring out their tooth problem and taking healing time. So I hope you're happy and I hope you're more peaceful.
Right?
Yes. That is why I do the work I do. Support all survivors. Yes. Thank you,
Yes.
Mandy. You're amazing. Willie Weed. Lara was amazing out on the boulevard last night. She shut down Scientology. Thank you, Willie Weed. Yes. That was an interesting experience.
Yeah, I did get to see a little bit of it while I was taking care of what we needed to take care of. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, because of course I'm in a silent area. So because I'm in a silent area, I'm like, you know, just sitting there cheering on the phone, but trying not to make noise because of, and I'm just, yeah, I probably
It's
looked like a crazy person. They were probably like, oh God.
oh, it's like now I don't care. I'm like, do I look like a crazy person? I don't care. I literally don't care. I have more fun and more peace just being in the moment, thinking about fun things in the future, living my life. Like, I'm like, I don't care. This ego thing was taught to us. We were taught to care about people's opinions of us.
Yeah.
We don't care. Scientologists care about what people think about them.
Yeah.
That's why they shut down. That's why they had to shut it all down. Because they can also not have the Sea Org members hearing what I'm saying.
Good. Because then you'll be able to link up to what they're doing, whether it's talking about the food that they're supposedly eating, whether it's the rice and beans. Like, you can't take away the lower conditions and everything else that we've had to be put through. And if any one of them has ever been on decks, then they know we're not lying. Just wake up. Just smell the salt. Smell it.
Wake up and smell the salt.
Yeah, just wake up and smell the. Oh, that just sound. I was like, wake up and smell the crack. It's called salt. No, but you're so much of me that wishes that, like, half the stuff, like weed, for example, that's big, 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 big no. Big, 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 big no.
Big no.
But I have trigeminal neuralgia, so that means that half of my face feels like a knife going into it all day long. And you know what? Weed has helped me more than a bloody touch assist, a nerve assist. Feel my finger. I'll feel your finger. Like, but it's none of their techniques have worked. Pain pills, guess what? They take away pain. It's amazing. I mean, I don't have to feel those broken bones. That is fantastic.
Yeah, and for me, it's undescribable, actually. I cannot describe mentally what marijuana does for me. You know what I mean? I can't describe it, but all I do know, and the only way I'm going to, is when I'm not feeling great, or I'm, you know, really like worried, or I'm processing something, I'm going through something. The marijuana guides me through that. It literally helps me breathe, stop putting so much of my physical body energy into my thought process, because I'm scrunched up now and I'm stressed out and my back is hurting. You know, it literally takes your mind. Okay, and I'm not advocating it for everybody here right now. What I'm saying for me is that when Scientology has all these, like, you must do it like this, and you and marijuana is a gate drug, and da da da. It's like, how about explaining to me what your idea of the feeling of marijuana, like, you know what I mean? Like, they never give you both sides of a story. They just say this is the way it is, and Scientology technology won't work if you're doing these things. You're right, it won't work, because it's giving me clarity. It's teaching me about my emotions and my motions and my, you know what I mean? Like, it's showing me how I'm reacting, and I've never been able to just look at how I've been toward other people, or how I really feel about something, and why am I holding in when I should be holding, I should be going all out. You know what I mean? So it made me, it gives me perspective. It gives me perspective. It gives me freaking relief literally on my body.
Yeah.
And then obviously PTSD and all that. It's such a lovely thing, especially when you're going, like, you know, coping, and it helps me get there. It literally helps me breathe through it. It helps me. So it's just interesting that when Scientology, a group like this, no matter if we consider them, they're not, but whether they are considered anything, they're not helping anybody, and they're attacking things that actually are helping.
Yep.
Like therapy and etc. I just said it all, but
etc. But I will say, it the idea, if I was still, Okay, did you ever have any teeth issues when you were in the Sea Org?
Yeah, the dentist. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we
So
went to gold if we were ethical and whatever, we would go, or if it was extreme enough, then it wasn't waste, or the dentist at the gold base didn't have some emergency executive had to come in or whatever.
okay, so at PAC we didn't have that. Like we had like some random guy, and the best way I can explain it is like it was like pliers kind of thing.
Mm.
So, but you weren't given pain pills afterwards. Like if you like when my 2 front teeth got busted back at school, they had to pull the broken pieces out. And yeah, there was no pain pills. There was CalMag and
No, that's not anything to do with pain. That's crazy. I mean,
yeah,
that
but
I
that's
guess
what they
the
gave me when I
calcium,
was at PAC.
so you were just in pain.
Yeah. My mom gave me CalMag and kept telling people to give me touch assists. I will remember that day for the rest of my life because it took me years to get over my phobia of dentists. Like I thought all dentists were going to do that.
No.
Yeah, so I'd be like this kind.
Mm. So so then when you went to dentist, you got pain, you got something, right? And then
Yeah.
you were like, what? How come I'm not hurting?
How come I'm not crying?
Oh my
Like, am I going to
gosh,
start
that's
crying any
horrible.
second? Yeah, the first time I had a tooth fixed, it was a miracle. I was like, oh my God, I don't hurt. My tooth doesn't hurt. Yeah. And then of course, because I'm such a square person, I followed the medication rules that were written on the thing. Like one pill every, I think it was like 4 or 6 hours. It was one pill every 4 or 6 hours. And like clockwork, I was.
Wow. I bet you though you felt much better.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, don't get addicted to this. Don't get addicted to alcohol. Don't get addicted. You're just like, yeah, I understand why people leave Scientology and they get hooked onto something. Like,
Yeah.
that's how it goes. Especially, yes. Like, anyway, woo.
Yeah.
All
We can go
about
on a
that.
whole nother tangent about how the first time we got relieved of pain, it can lead to a pill addiction. It
Right.
absolutely can, because we're used to having to suffer through it and CalMag it up and get our TRs in, and then we
then
get
to get a
outside.
relief, to have a relief in another way, though, is completely, it feels like, am I being lied to? Why was I being lied to my whole life? Why
Why
didn't
didn't they
somebody
give me
just
any
do
pain
this?
pills? Like I
Yeah.
had to sit through that. Like
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah, they did the same thing with kids at the Ant Ranch when they would do their wisdom teeth and stuff. Like if they didn't need them, and you would have these kids with like big swollen cheeks and it just took so long for them to heal, just because they just were in so much pain. They weren't like keeping it clean. And anyways, it's just a lot. But that's Scientology and kids and the L. Ron Hubbard, beautiful, wonderful,
Way of life.
disgusting. Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard's thinking of how everything should be. So, on that note, everybody, Merry Christmas.
Yes. But
So yeah.
I was gonna say, hopefully your Christmases were better than ours, and we're working to make ours a little better.
Yes, for sure. That's why we did this. We love you guys so much. And thank you for hearing us out. Thank you for hearing us on Sea Org Kids and Christmas presents and all the bullshit in between.
Yep.
I'm actually running off to a sweet little Christmas dinner with Serge Delmar. So I'm going to run off, and I love you all. And Liz, I love you.
I love you too.
And I'm glad we're not that kid on the thumbnail. You guys.
Not anymore. Not anymore. But we're gonna get the parents. We're gonna get them out, and they can stand in front next to us flipping the bird.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. We'll see. All we can do is do what we're doing.
That's right.
We love
Every
you.
day.
Thank you.
Love you all so very much.
Yes. Everybody do what
Christmas.
Liz says. Like and subscribe and do your cool vibe. We love you. Thank you guys. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. And we'll see you very soon.
Yes.